on
You gotta
TV.
tap into Welcome
There
to
go
Derry, bro.
Jesse. There go Jesse. No, sir, I don't.
Bro,
And again, not like
Matt, it's
on
not
TV,
even
more like
scary, dude.
in the show. But
Yo, bro.
now that I've
I don't give a damn.
wised up, I realize
If it's got any affiliation with the fucking PYs, bro, I'm not doing it, bro.
I don't
Bro,
want to
you
be
scared
in
of
any
Walk
of
'em
these
Down
shows.
Wise?
These shows
Walk 'em down wise, bro.
You scared of
would be
Big P?
terrible to live in.
I told Big P I was scared of Rhea Ripley oiled up, and guess who wasn't under my tree oiled up on Christmas Day? Rhea Ripley, bro. So obviously the
Well,
Big
because
P
you
does
don't
not
live in
work.
Derry. You don't live in Derry. You don't live in Derry.
Bro. Half of that show was like filmed in Georgia, bro. I basically do, bro.
And that's what we're going over today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over some shows I'd absolutely hate to live in. And don't worry, I know everyone doesn't watch every show. So
Bro, every show filmed in Georgia, bro. Stranger Things filmed in Georgia, bro.
I'll try and tell you everything
No,
you
it's
need
Yeah,
not.
to know before
would
I
you
explain.
rather live in Hawkins, Derry, Gotham, or Marvel, New York?
Gotham.
Why
Fuck.
Gotham?
Because Gotham, like, yeah, it's bad shit going on, but like very rarely in Gotham does stuff bad happen during the day. Alright? Most of the time it's at night when the villains be outside. I'm a civilian, Kai and Jesse. I'm gonna be inside the house by 10 o'clock. Alright?
You
I know
acting like
better.
buildings don't get blown up though.
Yes, that's very true, but they began blown up in like they don't begin blown up in just like apartment buildings, bro. They began blown up in subways, you know what I'm saying, streets. Listen, it honestly just matters of where I'm living. I could be on the very outskirts of Gotham, bro. All right, you didn't specify where I'm living in Gotham, bro. I'm not in the heart of Gotham.
I mean, I guess.
why I'd hate living in them, all right? And in the end, I'll go.
All I'm saying is, it's Marvel, New York. You might die to a random alien that a spaceship just flies through your building. Okay, that's not happening in Gotham, bro. Okay, that might happen in Metropolis. That's not happening in Gotham, though. You feel what I'm saying? Batman deals with not human level threats, but like he don't be dealing with aliens a lot, you know. Except
Okay,
for
but you gotta deal with a
Superman.
hero that never kills his villains.
That's
So, like,
very
he's
true.
always in
That's
you in
very
costume.
yes, Kai. That's true. But as long as I don't work at the bank, I can just go to work and stay my ass inside, bro, and I probably won't run into a villain, you know.
I mean, I guess.
Stranger Things in what's it called? I could be a perfectly the people in this show are
over one of the shows.
they're civilians, bro. All right, that's just how it is. All right, they got stuck with it. Dairy, all right, civilians, all right.
But you not surviving Stranger Things, the fucking Demogorgon.
I'm not. That's why I didn't choose. That's why I didn't choose Stranger Things. I know I'm not surviving in
Shows
that
that I
show,
would
bro.
not only hate to
Actually, not. I could switch down a Demogorgon, bro.
live in the most.
Yo,
No.
I'm going to
Hell
Derry.
nah.
I'm going to Derry just to steal Mike's bitch and crack 11.
Wow.
A show I've been meaning to talk about for a minute. And without further ado,
Yo, real talk. How would you explain
Chainsaw
to your
Man.
insurance that the Hulk just destroyed my car?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. In that verse, they probably have that. You know how they have like you know how like insurance covers like multiple, like insurance could cover like a car accident or could cover like your house burning, all right, depending on the terms on your contract. They definitely have like a hero clause to where it's like if such and such happens because of hero like causes, like we'll pay for it. They
it gotta
definitely
be
have
one
that,
of
bro.
the worst shows.
But that's just crazy. That's gotta be crazy expensive, bro. Hero damage insurance, bro.
to live. And I'm saying this as someone who
Imagine
loves this series.
the Hulk
Like,
just
I
throw
really
your
do
car
love
and
it,
he
bro.
missed.
The movie made me cry. But please keep me away from the show. Before I even talk about it, let me give you the rundown like I said. If you've never seen it, Chainsaw Man's this anime where we follow this teenager named Denji.
Would Chainsaw
who,
Man
after
be a
getting murdered by
bad
some
show to
Yakuza
be
members,
in?
comes back to life
Yeah.
with the ability to release
Whole show run by devils that like are like supernatural weapons, bro. That sounds terrifying.
chainsaws from his body and becomes a devil hunter. And you see, that's
Yo,
where the
would you live
problem
in
lies
Death
in this
Note?
show. Not the chainsaws
Yeah, 'cause
coming out
I'm
the
a good
body
person.
thing.
That's just
that probably
regular
would hurt
life.
though. But the
We need the
deaths.
Death Note,
the world
bro.
in this
I know a couple of people whose names need to be written in that Death Note, bro.
show is full of them, and these things
One fucking runs our country, dude. Like,
are the worst.
bro, I know if Death Note was real, bro, Light would have that nigga Trump in the. He's not even American, and he would have him in the Death Note, bro.
The devils in
Yo, who
this
do you
show
think
are
would be the
pretty
first
much
person to get on the Death
human-hating,
Note?
human-eating.
Who do I think the first person who would be put on the Death Note?
Like as a whole world, who do you think would be the first person?
Maybe Kim Jong Un, maybe. Like it's got to be a universal threat. I'm thinking about the humans in power on Earth that are quite literally villains. All right.
It's only three options. It's
Yeah,
either Trump,
it's
Kim Jong Un,
dictators,
or
bro.
Putin.
Yeah, it's all dictators. But like at the same time, if that were to happen, that would create an all-out war. All right, if Putin randomly died, Trump randomly died, and then Kim Jong Un randomly died within like a span of a week, that would cause chaos across the whole earth, bro.
I feel like it
So
would provide peace.
yeah, you have a point. I see what you're coming at, but like I don't know, bro. Knowing the people in our generation, bro, somebody just they gonna see Putin died. They gonna be next in power, like the next person for like dictatorship as Russia, and they're just gonna click the button.
Monsters that come from
It is
fear,
up.
human fears. Each one of them being a different concept. Concept? What do I mean? Well, let's take for example something I'm scared of.
I would not want to be in this show.
I don't
though.
rock with them, and neither do a lot of people on Earth. I ain't alone. And in the Chainsaw Man world, this fear we have for them would be enough to create a doll devil, but only one.
Damn, there's a clown devil, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my
You
gosh.
following? So
You
now
scared of
imagine that
clowns?
whole process I just said, but
Maki,
Bro,
but
you
please
scared.
save me, Maki, but please save me. I'm so scared and vulnerable.
for like
right now.
Yo,
every
man,
single thing
if
ever.
Jesse
I
lived in-
mean, it's
You know what? Let's put Jesse living in Derry because he say about he ain't scared of none.
He's scared of dogs.
He's scared of
ever.
fools.
Get the fuck, bro. You know you don't like dogs, bro.
a car devil, a doctor devil, an
Certain
awkward
dogs,
silence
bro.
devil.
No,
Anything
no,
could be a devil as long
Bro,
Yeah,
Stephen
yeah.
King has
Oh,
a
that's
whole
a cat.
Stephen King has a whole book about a dog killing people.
as
And you
people
fried.
are scared of it. But that's not even all of it, because since the devils in this world come from fear,
See, the thing is, I would see that dog and get all hyped, like, "Oh my gosh, hey buddy!" Like I'm gonna get
It
hyped
only
to see
makes
that
sense
dog,
that the
bro.
strong-
Jesse is
You gonna
getting
see a
scared to see that
Rottweiler
dog.
coming
ones
at
are not
coming
only-
at you at 20 miles per hour? What are you doing?
KP's Rottweiler is fucking adorable, bro. I love his Rottweiler.
the most feared, but they can gain or lose
Coming at
strength
you 20
depending on
miles
what's
per
going on.
hour, mouth wide open. What are you doing?
I'm a like. Okay, it depends. Are they coming at me with malicious intent?
You don't know that.
I could be
You don't know
able
what
to
the
tell
dog's
if a dog
intentions
is
are.
running at me with malicious intent, bro. If the dog is running at me, foaming at the mouth, barking, all right, in a very attack mode look, it's a difference between that and a dog like running over to me because he's excited to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. If I see it running over to me, foaming at the mouth, I'm Pat McAfeeing that dog across the neighborhood, bro.
Going on in the world.
Right.
New Conjuring film drops, Ghost Devil gets stronger,
Yeah, but
inflation
what,
goes up.
what if he fucking bites your shoe
I'm
and
gonna.
and your fucking one of your toes comes off?
Well, I hope it got what it wanted. All right, because like no dog has ever ate a human. All right, and like even if it kept going after cutting my like toe off, I mean like I'd probably just up file on that nigga. But like that's just me though.
Deployment devil
Okay.
gets stronger. Ceasefire happens. Israel
Yeah,
devil gets weaker.
You think toes are
It's
useless?
such
Toes?
You think they're useless?
No, they're that like it gives us balance in our while we're standing. It's a part of like us standing. It's a part of us having balance. It's a part of us having speed when we run because we push off of our like whole like front or lower part of our foot. Like I think we need toes, bro.
such a cool power
Okay, but like,
system,
I feel
but
like
like
we can still function normally without toes.
I don't know, bro. If we could function normally without toes, I feel like we would have devolved from
Like
it by
if
now.
like
bro.
if you
I'm
wasn't an
admiring-
athlete, I feel like you'd be fine.
We would do. You would walk weird, bro. With no toes, you would walk so weird.
from a distance. I don't want to live there. It would be terrifying. You don't know when it can rain.
Just think when you step, your toes are like the last thing to touch the ground. Okay, so if you eliminate those toes from your step, bro, steps gonna look crazy when you trying to walk around, bro.
Nobody strike. Imagine you
You
just
ain't gonna get no ankle flexibility in your step. You gonna be walking
Yeah,
like a
like-
penguin, bro.
at the crib one day in the living room.
if
minding
you
your
trying to
business.
reach some
Yeah, you
something
can't
high,
get on your tippy toes. Like
That's why
yeah,
you
bro.
tall. That's why you tall.
That's why you tall. Well,
It's a really
Kai,
nice-
I wish everyone could say that, bro.
Nice
alright?
day out.
Like,
The gun devil just sneezed and blasted away your crib in 5 seconds.
It was
and
Jesse
they don't
the
even
first
gotta
person
be to
you
that
see.
scale. Even if you get rolled up on by a barely scary devil, you'd probably get packed. You're human. And in that situation, dying wouldn't even be the
Yeah.
worst part. It's the aftermath.
Aren't you like
It would be
6'2"?
embarrassing. Imagine
Yep.
my homies come to my funeral
And
and
I'm
asking what
probably
killed me.
6'3".
They say what got him? Yeah, they said it was the cheese
chill.
devil. There's hella lactose intolerant people. It probably could.
The
And that's not
cheese
even me
devil.
mentioning devil contracts. I'm not even gonna get into that. Like I said, I love this show, but Chainsaw Man is horrible to live in. But I'd rather live in Chainsaw Man than to live in.
I don't know nothing about this.
We can
Some
skip
of
this
y'all
shit,
may
boy.
know this show, some of y'all
You not
may not,
jacking
but
this?
the ones that do
Hell
know.
no.
For as vibrant and
What
as
you mean?
colorful
What,
as this show
have
may
you seen it
seem, it
before?
has a dark undertone. Like, this show is prison. This
It's
show is an
Lil
indie
Whack.
animated show where we follow
Bro,
this
you
group
like
of people who
Beastars,
are
bro. You
trapped
better
in a
respect it.
video game. The Amazing Digital
Yo.
Circus. They put on these headsets one day and were transported into the game, and now they're stuck. So it's kind of like Sword Art Online.
Yo, would you
minus,
rather-
the weird
would you
brother and sister
rather
stuff. And I think the reason for this
live
one
in
is
Derry,
pretty
live in
straightforward,
Hawkins,
guys.
or do
Why
a
would I
shift at
ever want to
Poppy's
be in this
Playtime?
situation? Why? If
You said do a what? A shift at Poppy's playtime?
Yep.
Yeah.
A shift at Poppy's playtime. Dude, living in a haunted cities it could not be fun. I would not enjoy my life living there, bro. Alright? Like, that would not be fun. I would rather just do the shift at Poppy's playtime. Yeah, I gotta run for my life a couple times, but like at the end of the day, bro, Poppy doesn't know. He or she doesn't know any grappling, no wrestling, none of that, bro. I'm putting him in the.
Yeah.
I'm putting him in the meanest. I'm putting Poppy long arm mass in the meanest arm bar, bro.
I'm in here, I'd
Bro,
literally
you
be
are
trapped as a
fucking
goofy looking video game
kidding.
character, which by the way, can one of y'all draw me as one? I want to see what y'all think I look like. With no memory of my name and forced to go on daily adventures by this lunatic AI that's running the circus. This junk is horrible. And that's not even all of it, because if, or should I say when, I eventually lose my mind in this world, I'll abstract, which is pretty much the equivalent of death. You become a giant digital monster and they pretty much toss you in the basement forever. This place is terrible, and that's just episode 1 stuff. When you combine that with the stuff we learned in
this
the
is
latest
a show?
episode,
I thought the
man,
show was a movie.
this place is purgatory. Only bright side about this place is the people you're stuck with are pretty chill. Like hanging out with Kinger or Zubul would be dope. And there might be a way to get out. I know after the latest episode it's not looking like it, but I still believe. Unless it's like that one Black Mirror episode where instead of being a real person trapped, you're actually a copy of someone real, but just in the game. That'd be messed up.
Your favorite, dude.
So I just finished watching this show, and let me tell you something. If I'm not stepping a foot in Chainsaw Man, you couldn't get a follicle of me in Derry. Before
Bro, it's in Maine. Maine.
Yes.
Wait, so the whole
Yes.
whole it verse is all in Maine.
It cannot leave Derry.
You're telling me that show is all in Maine, nigga?
Yep.
Out of all places, who the
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I even get in,
They deserve to be haunted by Pennywise, bro. Why do you live in Maine? Why? Why do you live in Maine, gang?
to it, if
You
you don't
wanna
know,
talk-
this show in simple terms is a prequel to the movie.
Yeah.
You know,
The
killer
main
clown
event,
named
yeah.
Pennywise likes to eat kids, but just based in the 1960s, where we learn a little more about him and see what this
I thought
goes up
this
to
was
before they
based
age.
on
And the
the
special thing
50s.
about this show is this is the
Oh.
first show on the list to have multiple reasons why I would never ever want to live there. First of them obviously being this dude Penn.
And they hella racist in Derry, bro. Don't they be like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
with the black family, bro, in the trailer?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
A lot of y'all
Hell
may
no.
know I've spoken about this guy on my channel before, saying how I'd beat the white off his skin and bully him to death. But y'all, I don't know what happened in those 20-something years between this show and the movie, but this dude in the show is way more terrifying than in the movie. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know what happened, but this dude glued down those 27 years. He's washed. The difference is insane. Like in the movie, yeah, he'll do some scary stuff, like transform into a creepy painted lady or a giant lumberjack statue. But in the show, this guy will shapeshift into your deceased mother and make her give birth to you again. Oh, what the y'all see what I
Bro,
mean?
that
This dude
shit
in the
was
show is
disgusting, I'm
different.
not gonna
Stuff
lie.
got so scary for the kids in this show
her
that
pussy
these
in the
kids
show was a mouth.
you said what?
Like the scene they was just showing that like the character had to come out of her mom and like give birth again.
Yeah.
So like that's Pennywise, right?
Yeah.
And then he turned her mom's pussy into like a mouth to eat.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't
No.
sound okay.
these kids started popping pills to avoid being scared of Pennywise. Like this
Bro, they
is
was
Whoa,
popping
what
perks.
pills
This
they
was so
popping? Are those what? Yo,
They took perks. They took perks.
ridiculous. Why didn't I think of that? Point is, if you living in Derry and this dude got an eye on you, just
That's
hang
so
it up,
crazy.
bro, because it ain't even up to you. You gotta just pray this dude thinks you won't taste good or he's just not hungry today. And that's another thing that's bad about this. Since you a kid, even if you go and tell people you seen this dude, they not gonna believe you. You You a kid, and it's the 60s.
Man, they
Even if
literally
you tell
have
your parents,
photos
they ain't gonna care. These is
of
Cold War times, baby. World War III can
Pennywise.
happen any second. Ain't got
And
time
they
to be worried
didn't
about your
believe-
kids. But that ain't even the worst
They
about
didn't
Derek. Because
believe the
even if you
kids.
don't run into Penny, like I just said,
At the end of the day,
let's
bro,
not
this is
forget,
just
this show
buggy,
is
so-
based in the 1960s. Which, in my opinion, might be
Nah,
even
buggy.
worse than
Yo.
dealing with Pennywise.
Yo.
Because aside from the fact that there wasn't
Yo,
much to do
Black
in the
Mom in
60s
the show
besides,
is
like,
so
I don't know,
bad.
smoke cigarettes indoors. Let's remember, these times were not the
Her
safest
smoke
for colorful.
cigarettes
And this
indoors.
show showed
Oh,
that
she's so
very
bad, so
clearly.
bad.
Like, I already knew how bad the
She's a
racism
lot.
was back then from what I learned in US history. But seeing it on the screen, bro, these motherfuckers was really racist. Like, shockingly racist. I don't want to dive into it too much, but
Bro, you're in Maine, all right? All the black people in the 60s were in the South, New York, and California, bro. Like, why are you in Maine, gang?
if you want to know how bad it is, there's
You
a
in, you where you not, listen, all right? I'm all for integration, all right? I don't think any place should be referred to as a certain race, all right? But I'm not gonna lie, bro. In the 1960s, bro, you asking for it going to Maine, gang.
in this show where this one guy gets wrongfully accused of murking 3 kids. And when he's given an opportunity to clear his
She is
name
bad,
by just
though.
saying where he was the night of the incident, he refuses. Yeah, he refuses in fear of getting into more trouble, which just had me thinking, damn, what could this guy have been doing that could get you into more trouble than triple homicide? You wanna know what he was doing? Hanging out with a white woman. That's all he was doing. Well, a little more than just hanging out. They got a little more
Cracking.
buddy than that. And she was married. But still, that probably has some of y'all thinking, why wouldn't he just say that? An affair is clearly not worse than murking 3 children, right? And you're right. That would definitely not get you in trouble today. But in the 60s, if the wrong group of white men get wind that their abusive buddy's wife had relations with a black man, they grabbing a phone book, grabbing a rope, grabbing their robe, and then after that, they ride at dawn. Yeah, this junk used to be a death sentence. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Like, killing someone because your wife wants them is already stupid enough. But doing it off the basis of race is just even more stupid. Because does that mean if it was a white dude sleeping with his wife, he would have just been cool with it? Ah, go ahead, honey. F him all you want. Yeah, keep me out of dairy. This place is the worst, bro. The crazy part is there's even more messed up racist stuff that happens later in the show, but I don't want to spoil. So when you combo that with freaking Pennywise, yeah, this is going to be horrible.
Pennywise
I'm still
got that
whooping the
nigga
movie version
bump
of
on
him,
him,
though.
bro.
Don't get it twisted. But the show version, if he had my friend
But
hostage like he had that
that's
one
all
dude in the
bad.
first movie, and I told him to give him back, and he told me,
Nah, he
no.
got the Vegeta
Yeah, keep him,
hairline.
bro. I'll make new friends. It's good. And now for the show that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute.
Stranger Things.
No need to introduce this one. Everyone knows this show, Stranger Things. Now look, I really like this show, but as much as I like it and as much as it's been beloved for years, and I mean years, this show has been out since I was an 8th grader. You know how insane that is? I
Holy
went from being
shit.
pretty much the same age as these kids to now I'm freaking
Yeah, the
6
last
years
season
older
came
than
out,
them.
like, in
That's crazy. As much as I
2021,
like it,
I
if
think
I had a
it's on.
choice, I'm not living in
Before the new
Hawkins,
season.
Indiana. I'm not. From season 1 through season 5, this place has been the epicenter of so many problems, it's not even funny. Season 1, you got a Demogorgon, which is pretty much a monster running around trying to eat you. Season 2, you don't have a Demogorgon,
Hear me out, man. All right.
No.
Bro.
but you got demo dogs trying to eat you. Season 3, you got the Mind Flayer, town folk possessed by the Mind Flayer, and Russians after you. Season 4, you got Vecna, who's pretty much the one running the whole operation, going after you. And then season 5 is just season 4, but he's
So
strong.
is season 5 the latest season?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
I
last
watched
one.
season 4, I think.
Stronger now,
I
and
remember-
everyone
I
got
remember that shit.
25% cornier.
I might
This
not
is
finish it.
horrible.
Then why you
And the
say you're not
main
gonna tap in?
cast is the ones that had to
I
deal
just-
with
I just
all
don't
of
feel
it.
like it.
And I'm gonna be honest, if I'm in their shoes, I don't think I'm making
the
it.
last
Not as a
season, bro,
main
come on.
character. Whether it be death
pick it
or
up
me
one day.
running away, I wouldn't last long. Matter of fact, I'll go down every season and I'll tell you every moment I would have called it if I even made it there. Season 1. The second me and the gang find out Will is missing and find his little girl near where he went missing, and she got superpowers, yeah, deuces. Peace out. Unless it's me getting those powers, peace. Season 2, Will start doing that hallucinating, neck touching stuff in front of me. I'm out. I'm involved in our business now. Russia, a world superpower, is involved in our business.
I was so confused when the Russians
Season
started
4,
getting
I don't even
involved,
gotta
bro.
see anything really. I probably won't even make it to Vecna. Cause when I hear the description of Chrissy's body after what Vecna did to her, yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out, y'all. And then season 5, man, after the stuff we went through in season 4,
Hey, Max.
anything is enough for me to dip at this point. My guy, Max is in a coma. So the second I hear Dustin say some corny stuff like, I want to see Vecna's heart on a platter. Are you serious? What are you gonna do about it? I'm out, bro. I'm out. And that's just being in the main cast. Even as a regular person in Hawkins, not a part of the main cast, I'm not willing to be here. Because if I'm not in the main cast, that means I don't know anything about what's going on in this world at all. So imagine if I'm in season 4 and I hear that Vecna clock. I'm not gonna be prepared. I won't even know what's going on. I'm gonna just be like, hey, that's a neat looking clock. And it's gonna be like that every time because I'm a curious guy. Doesn't matter what situation I'm in. A main cast member, a main cast parent, a civ. If I'm in Hawkins, Indiana, I'm finished. Even if I'm born straight into Hawkins lab and I'm one of them telekinetic force wielding children, I'm gonna just get freaking slimed out by Henry, so it don't matter. Man, you couldn't freaking pay me to be in Hawkins. Even excluding all this upside down Vecna stuff, I still don't want to be there. Not only would I, let's be honest, probably be a nerd so I'd get bullied, but also there's a chance I'd be friends with the main cast, and I don't want to be friends with the main cast. Yeah, it might sound crazy because all of them seem cool and all, but I've been noticing patterns, and I can confidently say, these dudes are some snakes. Who would want to be in a friend group when you got dudes like Will trying to take his homegirl's boyfriend and dudes like Steve who's trying to take Nancy away from Jonathan, who originally took Nancy away from him? They're gonna be cool with these dudes? You must be out of your mind. You can't have shit in this friend group. Especially if it was like the Steve, Jonathan, and Nancy situation. I'd be pissed. I'm too insecure for that. Let my girl bandage up her ex how Nancy was bandaging up Steve last season in the Upside Down. I'm gonna be heated when she come back. You like him or something? Why you would just let him bleed out? And you might say, oh, that's only 2 or 3 people out of the whole group. And to that I say, that's 2 or 3 snakes too many. Let me put it like this. If you had a batch of 10 apples, right? And out of those 10, 2 or 3 of them could take your girl from you, you probably not buying the batch, are you? That's all I'm saying. I'm not willing to take the risk. These dudes cannot be my homies. Still love y'all though. At the time of recording this, season 5 volume 1 is only out, so I don't know how it ends yet. Maybe it'll give me more reasons to want to live there. But I have some predictions. Spoiler warning, because these might be accurate. I don't know. I'm kind of a genius. Starting with a crazy one.
Wait, do y'all want to watch this? By the way, do y'all want to watch the spoiler?
Well, I'm caught up.
I've already seen it. This is up to you because you
Gonna
haven't
die.
seen it.
Not for real though. I think Robin and Steve are probably gone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see it coming. Robin and Steve are too beloved, and they can't keep Steve in the show, bro. He's gonna take Nancy away from Jonathan. Number 8, I don't think she'll die, but maybe. I mean,
No,
it might be
slime
punishment for
her
giving
the
us the
fuck
most
out.
boring episode of the entire show. I'm still standing by it. That episode was boring. I actually find it funny that after her review in the last episode of Volume 1, all of a sudden, hella people like this episode. Like a bunch of y'all just came out the woodworks and said, yeah, the most boring, most random episode in the entire series that had no point in the story until 8 years later. Yeah, that one was always my favorite. But y'all just lying. And I think they gonna try to make Vecna good. Honestly, I think that's the direction they're going in. The way he was looking at that cave makes us feel like he has like some dark memory with it. And I'm not here for it, okay? I don't want to sympathize with someone who killed mad kids. Unless it's like Darth Vader, you know? That's a little different. That's pretty much all the shows I wanted to go over in this video. And y'all know what to do. Comment down below which show you thought was the worst. And comment down below some shows you'd hate to leave. And don't worry, this video is definitely getting a
Yo,
sequel.
you know
I can
they
talk
be
about this all
adding
day. Make sure to
all
join the
kinds of shit in
Discord.
Fortnite, bro.
Yo, Jesse
Yo.
Loki in Fortnite.
Follow
What,
my
dude?
IG and